Jai Shri Krishna. Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Srivastadi Gauravattarunda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Prabhu. So we are continuing with the Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, the contents of Gita summarized. So today's verse is, I think, 2.42, 42nd verse. Oh, sorry, 5.2. So let us read the verse. Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. Yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. Translation by Prabhupada. When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. So again, welcome all of you. Thank you for joining.
Prabhu, should I remove the slide?
Yeah, you can remove it.
Okay. Yeah.
See, there are many good examples, in the lives of great devotees of the Lord. Of those who become completely indifferent even to the rituals of the Vedas. Because Vedas, people do all the Vedic, whatever is given in the Vedas, Upanishad, they want to do sacrifices for the benefit of themselves. That is for material benefits. But there are great devotees who are completely indifferent to the rituals of the Vedas, simply by devotional service to the Lord. That is more important. We should do, by doing the devotional service to the Lord, all the other things are automatically taken care of. We don't need to do any separate sacrifice for any benefit. So when a person who actually understands Krishna and his relationship with Krishna, this is most important. The purpose of our human life is, for the main questions we should ask when we come into this world is, who am I? Who am I? Why have I come into this world? What is the purpose of my life? Who is Krishna? What is my relationship with him? And another most important question is, why am I suffering in this middle world? This is also a question, but we don't ask this question because we feel we are very happy in this middle world. So we never ask, why am I suffering in this world, right? So when a person factually understands Krishna and his relationship with Krishna, he naturally becomes completely indifferent to the rituals of fruitive activities. So even though an experienced Brahmana, like Sri Madhavendra Puri, Madhavendra Puri is a great devotee and Acharya in the line of devotees. He says a wonderful prayer. He says, I'm not reading a prayer. See, he says, oh, my prayers, 3 times a day, all glory to you. Oh, bathing, I offer my obeisance unto you. Oh, demigods, oh, forefathers, please excuse me for my inability to offer you my respects. See, what a wonderful. Now, wherever I sit, I can remember the great descendants of the Yadu dynasty, Krishna, the enemy of Kamsa, and thereby I can free myself from all sinful bondage. I think this is sufficient for me. See, what a wonderful prayer. He says, I offer my obeisance to you. Then he says, oh demigods, oh forefathers, please excuse me for my inability to offer you my respects. But by offering respects to the Lord, Supreme Lord, everybody is automatically satisfied. That's why in the 15th chapter, we say, there's a verse where it says, Prabhupada says, you just root the water of the root of the tree, right? And automatically the branches, the leaves, everything gets satisfied. The root is who? Krishna. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anade Radhe Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So just by putting the food in our to the stomach, all the various parts of the body also gets nourished. So we don't have to separately do that, right? So that's why the Vedas and all these things, various sacrifices which we are doing and all, that's all basically for the demigods. But ultimately it has to go to Vishnu. And Vishnu has to sanction, right? Unless he sanctions, nothing moves. Correct? So the Prabhupada says in the purport, the Vedic rites and rituals are imperative for neophytes. only for the beginners. Those are not even Krishna in Krishna Krishna also. So comprehending all kinds of prayer 3 times a day, taking a bath early in the morning, offering respects to the forefathers, etc. So these are the normal things, But when one is in full Krishna consciousness, fully in Krishna conscious, and is engaged in his transcendental loving service, but becomes indifferent to all these regulatory principles because he has already attained perfection. So Krishna conscious means perfection. So that's why Prabhupada has given this wonderful Hare Krishna movement, this package. Just by satisfying Krishna, everything is satisfied. And everybody in the family also will be satisfied. Just by doing whatever Prabhupada has told us, just following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. That's why. So when one is fully in Krishna consciousness and is engaged in his loving, transcendental loving service, loving is more important. We do the service. Everybody does the devotional service. But is it with love and heart, with full heart, with love? Are we doing it? They become mechanical ritual. No, initially the enthusiasm is too good. When we come for a Krishna conscious program, first time, we're so enthusiastic, So we see wonderful prayers going on, kirtan, dancing, music, then very wonderful classes are going on, and chanting. We feel enthusiastic, very nice. We feel nice because first time you're doing all these things. And of course, definitely the prasadam, right? Mahaprasadi. But slowly and steadily, as time passes on, you become bored of something. It means you feel you do it, but it becomes mechanical. You're not there, but you're doing it. Krishna Prabhupada said, chant 16 rounds and be happy. But what we are happy with, we finish chanting 16 rounds and be happy. That is the difficulty. So you have to please. So that enthusiasm wavers. So we have to continue. Consistency is very important. That's why discipline, commitment, that is very important. Every day you do something, you say, every day I have to do. Every day I have to get up early in the morning for Mangalarti. Every day I have to chant. If you're not chanting 16 rounds, at least, if you're not chanting, at least start 1 round from today. Right? Like that. So 1 round is how much? It takes 5 to 7 minutes maximum. Can't you give 7 minutes out of your 24 hours to Krishna? You'll be very much pleased. He doesn't want your chappan bhog and all, right? He says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. That you give with love and devotion, he will reciprocate. So if one can reach the platform of understanding by service to the Supreme Lord Krishna, he has no longer to execute different types of penances and sacrifices as recommended in the revealed scriptures. So once you do this, there's no need to. And we see in the Govardhan pastime, right? Initially, all the Vrindavan Vasis, they were offering sacrifices to Lord Indra because he was providing the rains, right? He was the rain god. He the demigod for the rains. But ultimately, Krishna, a small boy at that time, he convinced all his parents, Nanda Maharaj and everybody, and all the Brahmanas, and everyone. He convinced them to offer everything, all these things to Govardhana hill rather than to Lord Indra. And Lord Indra was a demigod. So they followed him. So Krishna himself is telling that, right? And ultimately, when Indra was very angry and he sent the Samartha clouds and all those problems, but ultimately when Krishna lifted the Govardhana hill, ultimately Lord Indra came to know, oh, this is Supreme Lord Krishna. Then he felt apologized and he felt very sad, right? So that is, so demigod worship is completely not required. That's what even Bhagavad Gita also is telling us. It doesn't mean that we should not ignore them. No, we should respect them. We have to definitely respect them. Because, and if you want to pray to the demigods, you pray to them, to Lord Shiva, Ganesha, and everybody. If you want to pray to them. So please engage me in the service of Supreme Lord Krishna. And they will be more pleased than providing you all the material benefits. They will definitely give. Lord Shiva is Ashutosh, right? He provides immediately, instantly, he will give you whatever you require, right? So this is the important thing. So that's why Prabhupada says, if one can reach the platform of understanding by service to Supreme Lord Krishna, he has no longer to execute different types of penances and sacrifices as recommended in revealed scriptures. And similarly, if one has not understood that the purpose of the Vedas is to reach Krishna and simply engage and only engage in the rituals, then he is uselessly wasting time in such engagements. Shrama eva hi kevalam. The main purpose of the Vedas is to understand Krishna, to reach Krishna. That's what Prabhupada and Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto Mata smritirjnanam apohanam cha Vedesha sarver ahameva vedyo Vedanta kridveda videva chaham. Of all the Vedas, I am to be known. So engaging in other rituals, it means it is useless wasting of time in such a game. So Prabhupada states in the last statement of the purport, persons in Krishna consciousness transcend the limit of Shabda Brahma or the range of the Vedas and Upanishads. So the constant, this is the most important. That's the way in 1625, no, Prabhupada says, the Bhagavad Gita is also non-different from Krishna. So ultimately, there is no difference between Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Krishna. They are the same. This is a sound representation of the Lord. It's a incarnation of, in the sound incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, just we can go back home, back to Godhead. So thank you very much, Mataji. So hearing, so we should focus on Krishna and just surrender to him. Sarva Dharman Paritijamam Sharan Varja, Aham Tvam Sarupapebhyam Mokshishami Mashacha.
20.
Just surrender me. Do not fear. I will take care. Have faith in Krishna. He will definitely take care. He will definitely reciprocate with your loving devotion service. Don't worry about it. Deviate yourself from other things. So many people will say so many other things. Just focus on Krishna, and your whole family atmosphere also will become wonderful. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhuvaya.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare
for the
Krishna,
wonderful-
Dandvat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu. Wonderful class. Hare Krishna.